Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Juice. Today we're doing a little bit of a different kind of video, and long overdue. I'm thinking about doing these type of videos consistently instead of just doing like clip compilations and funny moments and all that sort of stuff. I was also thinking about doing build videos of stuff that I run, and I think I'm at the point in the game where I can give advice to other people about what builds to run or how to play, that sort of shit. You know, I'm pretty decent myself, a solid 2.4, almost 2.5k hours. It's kind of ridiculous, but I've been playing for a very long time. I've been playing since playtest 2, so I've got a lot of experience in this game. It's been a couple years, or a year and a half maybe. I don't know how long this shit's been out, but time flies. Anyway, today's build is gonna be Crystal Sword Fighter. You heard it here first. I'm dedicating a whole video to Crystal Sword Fighter. Okay? My bad, bro. I know I saw your fucking comment. It was the one that got the most likes, and, you know, I felt like I owed it to everyone, because I kind of baited with the thumbnail and the title. Okay, I'm sorry, it was only like half the vid of me using the Crystal Sword Fighter. I just didn't have enough clips yet. You know, I probably should have just used those in my video today, but it's whatever. I got a lot of clips now with this build. It's pretty nasty. So, prepare to see this more often when I play solos. I have a lot of fun with this build. I think it's pretty sick. Shout out to Drip Gravy, the OG motherfucker who made this build for this. And ever since Weapon Mastery got changed, I think this has just been super viable. And it destroys a lot of different things. I mean, I'm able to fight barbarians and fighters, even though they have like Iron Will and high PDR. Like with the fighters, I cut straight through that PDR by doing magic damage. With the barbarians, like I do enough physical damage and combined with magic damage to out DPS them, essentially. I kind of have to play a little smarter against barbarians, but the only thing I've really died to is Druid, because I fucking hate that class. It needs to be nerfed. Well, that's for a different video. Anyway, let's start with the perks and the skills that you want to use with a Crystal Sword Fighter. Obviously, you need the Weapon Mastery. Should really put this one up here because it's the most essential one. Can't use the Crystal Sword without Weapon Mastery. Second one is Sword Mastery. It counts. It's able to be used with the Crystal Sword. It is a weapon type, as you can see right there. Sword. So the buffs apply. And it's pretty fucking good. You don't really get the 10 additional move speed defensive stance thing, but that's not really necessary. You just really want the 2 weapon damage and the action speed. I think it's just really good. There's really no other perk other than maybe combo attack that you would want to use for your damaging. Next is Swift. This is like essential when you run plate. These two right here, Swift and Defense Mastery, in my opinion, are essential when you run plate. You could probably get away without running Defense Mastery, but like it just gives you like so much more than you had. Like, I know it only looks like 4%, but it counts for a whole lot in real time. And Swift, obviously, for the movement speed. You don't want to be super slow, especially with this current meta. Movement speed and HP, in my opinion, are everything. If you can sustain and run away, that is the best way that you are going to be able to succeed. You need to be able to reset fast. You need to be able to do high DPS or high burst damage. Speed. HP comes into account, but mainly burst damage and burst like speed. And that's where sprint comes in, which is like one of the most, if not the most essential ability on a fighter, is the most OP one. It gives you so much move speed. It is biz. Can't go without it. Second wind, also just naturally, it's good. It's a self-heal, and it's like 40%. So it's really good. It's kind of essential for this build. I feel like I don't think you can really do like Victory Strike or Adrenaline Rush would be the only other two options that I would even consider for this build. Maybe Taunt, but not really. I would just say these two right here would be the only ones that I would ever consider for this build, but they are just not. The pros for Second Wind outweigh the pros for both of these. The heal is just so essential. That's like game changing. It will win you fights if used correctly, of course. Now let's move on to the gear and what we want to look for when it comes to building these kits. Now I know everyone's not going to have the same amount of money that I am to build something like this with a Frostlight Crystal Sword and all that good stuff. This is like pretty biz gear, and I will get into what would really be best in terms of building one of these kits, because I've tried a bunch of different ways, bunch of different pieces of gear, and I will talk about each one. The first one is obviously your chest piece. That and your pants both need to be plate. I have found that not having high PDR is detrimental to this build. You need high PDR. You need the plate legs and the fine cuirass. I know they slow you down a lot. That doesn't matter. They just, again, pros outweigh the cons in both of these pieces. You could probably swap out the fine cuirass for like a good dark plate like this with 2 max health and double max health rolls, even though this is really expensive right here. If you want more magic resist, I'll actually just throw that on to show you the difference. So you're losing a little bit of PDR, but you're also gaining a shit ton of magic resistance, which could be very, very handy when it comes to wizards, warlocks, of course, and things alike. But you definitely have to have plate for both your chest piece and your pants. Next, we'll move on to helmets, which I only consider 2 helmets to be good for this build, and that being top helm, because it just recently got buffed. It used to not give base stats like will and vigor. Those 2 stats used to not be on this helmet. I think the PDR that you get and the headshot damage reduction and projectile, all that is just so good. On top of the will and vigor, which are 2 stats that I'll gladly take. Will stacks with my magic damage, and vigor is stacks with my HP. If you can find a good one, they'll have good stats like this. I would just say for the stats on the helmet, I would look for things like additional like strength, maybe magic power or max health. Armor rating is also always good. But those 3 stats right there, including extra HP, are the stats that I would look for in the helmet. For the chest piece, you want to look for things, again, max health is a huge one, because max health rolls, you can get the highest on the chest piece and the legs, so you want max health on both of these, or max health bonus at least. If you want max health, you can get really high rolls on both of these. I feel like it's just essential for building like any kit right now, is just max health on both the chest piece and the pants. For your chest piece, you also want to look for like magic power or will. Will help with scaling your magic defense as well as your magic power, but if you cannot afford that, because it is kind of expensive since it's stacking multiple different things instead of just one specific aspect being magic damage bonus in my case, or magic power, those are 2 things that you can also stack instead of will that will help with your magic damage. Dex, again, also another bonus stat on this piece of armor that you don't necessarily have to bring, but it is always good. Higher dex, make your sword swing faster. Same with the pants. You want to look, again, max health, because you can get really high rolls. These do not really have max rolls. You can get up to 6. But max health on both the pants and the curious. If you want to look for more magic damage, you can look for more PDR. Action speed's always a good one. Again, more dex. Now for the cloak, you can go for a couple different things here depending on how you really want to build. You can go with the vigilant cloak, which is the blue one, not this one, because that's the Maricule. The lighter blue one, I would say. You can go with that for more HP. You can get the Splendid Cloak or a Cloak of Darkness for will. Obviously, Cloak of Darkness is better because it gives you more move speed, but you can't always get a Cloak of Darkness, or at least a really cheap one. So this will do. 2 will cloak, perfectly fine for more magic damage. You can also do, I would say probably, you could probably get away with an adventure cloak, but I would say you probably want to stick to the magic damage or the HP. And for the substats on them, you want to go True Fizz or True Magic, and then more magic power. You can go for action speed. You can go for more PDR. Those are just like generally the stats that you want to get on the cloak. Now onto the Gravewolf gloves. Well, really the gloves in general. It is kind of pick and choose. I found success with plate or the light gauntlets. I've found success with leather gloves and the Gravewolves, of course, like these. Gravewolves are kind of expensive. I've also found success with these reinforced, like not these ones specifically, but of course different stats. You want to have will on them base, like you want to have as much like will base, because it'll help with that magic resistance, and of course your magic power bonus. You want it to be like above a 45%, maybe 30. I would say 40% would be a good margin to shoot for the magic power bonus. On the most success in the Gravewolf and the leather gloves because of that will stat. You can get magic power on these, True Fizz or additional Fizz. You can get armor rating, extra HP, all that good stuff. It's good on the gloves. For the boots, you want to run, play with what you want, whatever you like is best. But I like to build HP, so ruggeds are the way I go. It kind of affects your move speed a little bit. Like if I were to throw these on, I get a whole 1.3 move speed bonus, or 4 extra move speed. I just find that the rugged boots are just the way to go because you want to have as much HP. You want to be tanky. It's a big part of this build is being tanky, being able to take hits, especially physical damage, with the new meta being a lot of physical damage. You want to be tanky, you want to have a lot of HP. These boots will help you survive. Obviously, for boots, you want to get move speed stats because this is like the only area where you can get stack move speed is your shoes. So usually agility, additional move speed. You can get them pretty cheap if you just need to get the 2 base rolls on ruggeds. They're actually very cheap when it comes to other boots. I've found, at least like blue ones are. These ones were a little more expensive because of the extra magic damage bonus roll, but you don't really need it. I would say these are where you want to stack move speed and vigor. That's like basically it. Double move speed boots on the ruggeds, very cheap. You wouldn't expect them to be so, but they are pretty cheap. I get like an extra stat though, they can jump up in price pretty high, I would say. Now for the jewelry, we're gonna get to the good stuff now. We want to run Rings of Resolve for that extra high will, and I like to run True Fizz because you're not gonna have a lot of strength or physical damage, so it's always good to just have extra physical damage. You're gonna have high enough will and magic power to do mad crystal sword damage with the magic damage, of course. So I like to just stack guaranteed True Fizz for all of my pieces of jewelry. You can also go like additional magical if you're running high will, like extremely high will, like more than me. But I find that the True Fizz and Magic Pen rings are pretty handy, and they're pretty reliable, I would say. If you can't get magic pen, just do true fizz will rings, resolve rings. Those will do. Magic pen is just a bonus stat to cut through some of that MDR that someone may have been building. For the necklace, I run a frost amulet. It's 3. I mean, this is 3. This is a purple one, so it's 3 true fizz. And you don't really need to stack anything specific. Obviously, in a good world, you'd have extra HP. This one has additional armor rating and magic pen. Extra magic healing for potions, which isn't too terrible. This is just kind of like a spot where you can spend a lot of money. Frost amulets usually go for pretty high prices, especially with action speed and like max health and all that good stuff. So I don't really mind subbing out a couple stats out just to save some money with these. You can go with a blue one. Those are perfectly fine. This kit has a purple one. That's just simply, it was cheap. But I would say for the frost amulet, you want to go at least the blue one. You don't really have to have stats on this thing. Obviously, in a dream world, again, max health and like extra magic power. But this one has additional armor rating and magic pen, so not terrible. But and they're stats that I will use, but they're not like the dream stats, you know. But those stats are super expensive on this necklace. It's crazy. For the sword, I like to run at least a blue one. Purple ones are pretty cheap, I would say. Like, this is where another thing that you want to spend a lot more money on. The sword is really where it counts. This one specifically has physical power and magical power. You can go additional weapon damage, physical damage bonus, magical damage bonus, all that good stuff. But you want to have a max roll stat, magic power, or a max health roll, magic power, and a physical power roll. So you get everything, all your bases covered. I like to have max health just because I like to be tanky, and physical power, magical power, of course, to increase your damage. That's really what you want to look for on a crystal sword. And for the bow, you can go recurve, you can go survival, crossbow's good, but I like the survival bow myself because of how high the DPS is, and if you can chase someone down with that thing. You can shoot multiple times in quick succession, so if someone's like 1 HP and running away from you, you have multiple chances to execute them or finish off the kill. So this survival bow, additional weapon damage, physical damage bonus, those kind of stats. You can't really get magic damage, nor can you even do magic damage on this thing, so there's really no point of looking for those rolls. I don't even think you can get them on there. So I would say just additional physical damage bonus, anything to increase that physical power bonus, because it will be low. This one, it's not supposed to be high. You're supposed to have a really high magic power bonus, because that's where you're going to be doing most of the damage. Yeah, this is the build that I run. There's a couple things that you can swap in and out. It's super customizable in my opinion. There are a couple things you can't go without, like the plate gear, but you can really build it however you want. This is just the build that I have found the most success in, and I would happy to share it with all of you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. The gameplay, because I want to show you how this build fucks, because it really does fuck. I'm telling you, like, I'm destroying Rondel fighters, I'm destroying barbarians, I'm pulling up on like casters, I'm mowing through them. The only thing I've ever really had a problem with the druids, because I think they're pretty bullshit. Oh man, I hate druid, bro. Don't even get me started. Alright, I'm done ranting. On to the gameplay.
Oh, what a fucking big class, man.
I just have to keep healing.
You fucking sacked me like a retard.
I'm going on.
Yeah, they're juiced. Hit one.
I'm like,
hit him. You phantomized again?
I'm gonna need your help.
Yeah.
He's coming towards you.
Nice. Phantomized it? Yep. I'm gonna
He's
look on
gonna
the
curse me.
combine. I'm gonna look on the combine.
I'm got insane movement right now.
One. Dead.
Nice, nice, nice. We'll come back for him. Let me go first. Let me go
He told
first.
me a curse.
It's fine. So let me go.
But
Just bait me.
I shot him. Hit him. He's one. Oh, I missed. You have Franny's?
It's faster than you too.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
He's one. He's one.
No. Kill him? No chance, bro.
No.
Hey, you crystal sword too, bro?
What a fucking spawn, eh? Go have fun, John. Let's go wipe the lobby to get third party.
Win, but better.
Yeah, I
And
figured.
you want to,
Literally.
yeah, you want to like play safe until then because your abilities they take your HP.
Yep.
And they only give you your HP back evenly if you hit the champion with it. If you hit a minion, it gives you half of it back, and if you miss, you just get none.
Lag a
So
little
your
bit.
HP is
I
like
think
super.
I'm doing okay against him, but it's not like the greatest. I'm just trying to farm under C in the tower.
Yeah, how she works early on, she would kind of do more better in trace than you because you don't
Yeah,
do
she
that much
does.
damage.
She already is doing way more.
Yeah, I thought
But
so.
as long as I
So your Q slows them, by the way, so it's super good for chases. Everything you do that damages except your W slows. And how your W works is if you take an immense amount of damage in a 2v1 against like whoever the enemy team. Ooh, I'm blanking. Hold on. If you take a bunch of damage while your W's pop, you can heal all, I think, like 150% of it back. If there's two of them.
Hi, how are you?
if this hits at least one change, 100% of great health. I was just reading, so I didn't know what his passive did.
Oh, his passive just like it's a shield that it's a shield. I'm blanking again. It's a shield that doesn't let you get gripped or stunned while you have it up. And once it gets knocked off of you, you can go pick it back up for a quicker recharge. And late game, it's like instant.
and
I'm gonna go
heals
gank
as
you.
well.
I'm gonna gank you.
Okay. Yeah, the Blade of Ruin King is good, but it also gives you a bunch of attacks, dude. That's what you want.
Open the door.
I think you start with board, yeah.
Oh, dude,
Open
you
the
guys
door.
Open
the door.
So he died to Congo passive? I've never seen this shit.
Apparently, dude, that suicide bomb is brazen. I don't know what you're talking about. You're crazy.
You're really full EP, yeah.
Holy fuck, I'm a landmine.
Cloggers on me? dog has some serious range.
The fingerer. Not the fingerer, bro.
It's me, bro.
I just killed the fingerer. No.
Why'd you kill me, dude?
I didn't mean to, dude. I'm sorry. I just hit him.
Holy fuck, it's a good Doomfist too. That's so scary actually, bro. Oh, yep.
I actually bet the
GG's. But you know what I miss, John? Old Hanzo arrow. Oh, like the
Yeah.
bounce arrow. Oh my god, it was
That's
so
good.
funny.
I made it through, dumbass.
Are you fucking kidding me, bro? That's the
Beat
freest
the shit out of
fucking
him.
1v2 ever if my fucking weapon's out. You're fucking trolling right now, bro. I never pressed X in the whole fucking time I was doing it. Maybe I was popping a pot. But when I jumped around that corner, I literally pressed both my buffs and pressed 1. Holy fuck, this game is actually shit. I'm just punching this fucking retard, bro. That was actually, dude, that was the freest shit ever with my fucking weapons up.
Look at the first fucking kids too.
Nice, I see him. I don't know.
I'm gonna make another Kinry Riku. We fight those retards again,
I'm
because
never gonna get him, just like the other kids.
I think we do.
God, that's so fucking annoying, bro.
It's not selling for that much. Look, I'm gonna just run it. Yeah, 500 gold. I'm gonna just push it. It's just so unlucky that we're fighting piss wares, and then the second we like.
I don't know. I mean, that's what happened with the other team. Just unlucky.
Wait. No. Wait, there might be a quest that like gives out Frostlight shit. Did you sell the Frostlight sword yet, or no?
No, I didn't. So, yeah.